Hello, you lovely people, and welcome back to Suffle. So yeah, I would like to continue on with one of the Challenge 7 campaigns at the end, and I would like to play as the Undead Necromancer. Because, yeah, I haven't completed the Challenge 7 campaign, I have completed the Vampire Knight, but not the Necromancer. The White Lord is also very feasible right now, so I could play him, but I just want to play as a mage, I guess, and try to complete the Dead Nations campaign, I guess. Let's begin that, Challenge level 7, and then let's get some bats. And then let's see what we have here. Let's get some Skeleton Knights as well for the flanking. So then we have 3 flanking units, and then we have the stopgap unit over here, which I'm pretty sure are the Undead Archers for the Necromancer. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Every little bit is appreciated, of course. And yeah, let's begin. I'm going to take the bottom path, and then I'm just going to kind of make my way up. There's really no great there's really no great path that you could take, because all of them lead to the same exact place where you have to take a boss fight, or I guess an elite fight. Yeah, an elite fight, I guess. Right then, let's begin this battle. And yeah, unfortunately, the Necromancer doesn't start in a unit of archers, skeleton archers. So that's really weird. I'm not gonna lie, because if you were to play as literally anything else, you would basically notice that, the Necromancer, that all mages start in a unit of ranged. So the fact that the Necromancer doesn't start in a unit of range is really, really weird. So yeah, what do we have here? Unholy Vigor. So that doesn't work on the bats, but it does work on the horse. Okay, right then, give it to the horses then. And yeah, let's see how well this goes. So that's just really weird slightly. So, kind of whatever, I guess. Definitely, not something that I would have expected altogether. But here we are anyway. So I'm going to do something like this. Attack those swords in the side. Then attack these guys, maybe. Oh, no, I don't have enough movement range to do that. Okay, right then, I'm just going to move myself over here, and I'm just going to end here, and then, next turn I can, think about how to move on to the archers, Imperial archers. But right now I'm just going to sandwich this Imperial Swords unit, and I'm going to rout them off the field. There we go, that's perfect. Nice. So while I'm here, let's talk about some stuff, and let's talk about some tech stuff. So let's talk about Cloudflare. This isn't really all that big of a secret or anything like that, but Cloudflare, they have like a wall of just lava lamps. And the reason why they have this is because they use that to set their encryption codes, because that's like the most random thing that they could possibly do. That it's somewhat reasonable as well, I'm assuming that's how they did it. So yeah, we absolutely destroyed that unit. That's very nice. So yeah, that lava lamp wall, it basically dictates the encryption codes for Cloudflare, and it's truly random. That's one of the only ways to get pure randomness. That's what Cloudflare does. So yep. I'm just going to give this guy some healing if I can. No, he can't, because he's undead unit with more than 2 wounds, so normal healing doesn't work on him. So that's kind of fine. Whatever. But yeah, so Cloudflare has like a wall of lava lamps that they just use to basically encrypt their data. And it's really interesting because they have like cameras tracking each lava lamp, and the more you interfere with the lava lamp, the more random the circumstances are where the lava lamps are placed. I can have more models in this unit. That's very nice. So the base spears, they got upgraded, so they're no longer 14 out of 14. They're 14 out of 19. So in the battle you can actually heal them, because I didn't take any damage that battle, did I? So yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, so very, very cool, that's for sure. The fact that you can just heal them off the bat, and it just works. So yeah, no pun intended. Heal them off the bat. Right then, let's begin this. We'll see how this goes, won't we? Do something like this, move myself up, and then I can, give movement to the, Unholy Vigor to the Skeleton Knights, and then that's very nice. We are going to get shot, but I'll heal myself up later when I can. So yeah, there we go. So that's, I guess, the plan for a little while later. I'm going to move this guy up. Maybe even charge the archers. I mean, they shouldn't have that much defense against us, but we'll definitely have to see, won't we? If they can, rout us or not. So yeah, do something like this. Ooh, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? I would have really preferred for this to be like a clean sweep, I guess. So do something like this. Then watch what the great wolves do. Oh, well, the goblins and the wolves do. Watch what they do, because I can charge them in the side over here. Very nice. So yeah, the goblin riders, they're not the strongest unit, but by far they're not a complete joke like the, like the dire wolves. Dire wolves are a bit funny, because they're slightly weak, I'm not going to lie. With only one wound. If they get into melee, they show their worth, but, you know, in these sort of like roguelike campaigns, the direwolves really aren't consistent, because you're always going to be taking healing with them, and even then, they're kind of going to be, you know, underneath the total cap that you could potentially have for them, so, you know, direwolves not the strongest unit to potentially have, and to potentially be leveling up, so yeah, that's something to keep an eye out on. Let's see, that's a bit unfortunate that they failed at. Let's hope that these, wow, what? Excuse me? What happened over there? That was an absolute joke. Can I get a refund on that? That was an absolute joke. Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah, no, that was seriously bad. I'm not gonna lie. There was no defense for that. That was so bad. Genuinely so bad. That was genuinely so horrible. I'm gonna have to heal up the bats as well. That's so bad. It's unbelievable. And yeah, wow. So, wow. Here we have rallied these bats, and I don't really know. That was ridiculous. Yeah. How did the skeleton horses not deal with the... What? And I know the goblin mob got buffed slightly, but they still have 5 discipline. What's happening here? And 3 defense. What? +1 defense. Yeah, they got no charge bonus. Like, what is this? Excuse me? What is this? That's ridiculous. That is so stupid. That is genuinely ridiculous. Can I get some attacks off? Like, you know, somebody with some attacks, can they get them off sometime soon? I don't know. Is it even possible to get some attacks off? Like, what? Wow. There we go, they finally... This is what it should have been from the beginning. Like, what? How did we get 1? No, wait, we got 0 initially. How did we get 0? And then we got, like, what? We got 3. What? Or was that 2 because 1 was from a flank still? That was stupid. Wow. The crazy stuff that I do is definitely crazy. So I'm going to increase unit size because that increases wounds and increases attacks for that entire unit. And I'm going to increase these guys' attacks. So yeah, that's very nice. And then let's see what we can do over here. Reduce crumple rolls by 1. That's really nice, isn't it? Oh, I could just increase the max model size. I feel like max models are just better. So yeah, just do that. Because, yeah, at the very least we got 2 additional models, you know, like, very nice. And then, that's strange, I healed them up, but I didn't keep the models after the battle, so I guess that's another nerf to the undead, because they would have kept that in the past, so, oof, okay. We'll see if that's a bug, or if it's supposed to be 14 out of 19 after a battle. I'm pretty sure that it shouldn't, but, yeah, we'll definitely have to see, won't we? So, do something like this, so yeah, get flanks off on the enemies. So yeah, let's begin this. Okay, right. Right. I am gonna use this on myself, so then I can at least I can move up to them as close as I possibly can. Then I can kind of do the flanking on them. Come on, save at least 1. Wow, that is so sad. I just literally got that bat unit and it immediately died. Okay, that's not great. That's for sure. And then I can hopefully flank with this bat unit over here. Wow. And then these guys, they just move around the side. Right. Okay, and I'm going to get a flanking charge on these, you know, on these swords, and then I can move the skeleton knights to attack the Imperial Archers. Cool. Right then. So what else have I got to talk about? I got to talk about, you know, AI, and specifically, just I've been seeing a bunch of adverts on YouTube for a bunch of AI. A lot of it is like managerial AI, so, you know, like it plans your days and stuff like that. There's just been so much of it. You know, it's just kind of annoying at this point. You know, I don't need like 5 separate apps that basically schedule my timetable. You know, it's just so stupid. And the way that they schedule it as well is absolutely useless, because, you know, they showcase this AI scheduling for you, and it literally leaves you no time whatsoever to have any sort of like day planning for yourself. You know, it's quite literally, you know, to the very last minute, you know, and, you know, it's like 2 o'clock. From 1 to 2 o'clock, you have like a business meeting, and then from 2 o'clock to like 3 o'clock, you have like lunch or something like that. And then it's just immediate, you know, and, you know, you have like a lunch meeting with an important executive, and it's just, yep, that's a lunch meeting, and you got to be there immediately. You better teleport there, because we left you no time whatsoever to actually walk over there. Like, none of these apps actually like accurately plan out your day for you. They don't like, you know, they're assuming that you're always in the same exact building as the person that you're trying to have you know, as the meeting place, and it takes you 0 seconds whatsoever to actually reach that meeting. It's absolutely horrible in terms of planning, because you think you have like an hour from 1 to 2 to have that meeting, and then you have like the dinner plan with the the executive or something like that from 2 to 3. But no, in fact you have like 45 minutes, because then you have to spend 15 minutes walking around the building, and then getting acquainted and sitting down, and then you can have the meeting. So it's just it's the AI that is completely useless, because I could do the same in like 5 seconds and it would cost me absolutely nothing. I wouldn't need this. I don't need a subscription to a really crappy AI planner that's going to mess up my plans anyway. Or if there's some sort of like outage, if I can't get like my internet service, this is just going to ruin my day. Vay's dead to an additional D3. That's good, but I don't really need that, do I? I guess I just additional level on newly recruited units. Like, yeah, sure, Vazing Undead is good and all, but no, I don't really need that right now. So it's 19 out of 19. Okay, cool. So it kept us now, even though I lost some models. Right, that's good. That's good to know. And yeah, just take money on everyone else. It's very cool. Yeah, and then let's go into this shop. And then another retinue of skeleton knights is very useful. That's for sure. And I immediately get to give them skill. That's very nice. 4 skill though, so yeah, that kind of explains why these guys over here are so crap. They just never get their hits off. So yeah, let's get charge bonus. Then let's see, spell Shadow Bolt. Yeah, sure, why not? And then and then let's use this on these guys as well, so they're slightly more damage dealing, I guess. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? And then do this movement range. Yeah, the reroll discipline tests. I don't know how that works for the undead. If you roll like a D3, do you just like on crumble? Do you just get to reroll that, or is it like just straight up taking a -1 on the crumble? How does that work? So yeah, just curious. That's all. But then let's see what we have over here. Right. Okay. So they got deep guard on a lot of it as well. So that's going to be very painful to deal with. That's for sure. So oh wow. Okay. Right then, cool. Right, very cool. Yeah. Right then. I just got no words for that. That was just so bad. That was so horrible. Not gonna lie. And also, I don't have any sort of hexes, so I've really got no way to deal with these guys. That's for sure. So we'll definitely leaving it up to chance on how we deal with these guys. That's for sure. I'm gonna give myself some. Unfortunately, I can't use Shadow Bolt because I got to use movement to reach that guy over there and then charge him in. Yep. And then, ooh, that's a bit much, isn't it? So do something like this. It's also a bit much. So yeah, I guess that should be in range. Yeah, sure, why not? That should be a frontal charge. And this guy can do a side charge, can't he? Yep, there we go. There we go, very nice. I just showed 2 attacks never hurts anyone, especially with a unit of skeleton knights. There are 5 of them though, so that's something that I got right off the bat. Because yeah. If you play a multiplayer server, you'll notice that the Lord, his retinue always comes with 4 units. So the fact that we got 5 units in this retinue is in fact very, very nice indeed. So yeah, and then increase the dead unit size. That's very nice. Do that, and then we'll see what these guys actually do, won't we? And then yeah, I guess I can do something like this. So I can charge these guys in the side with the skeletons, and maybe from another side I can charge in the bats. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not, because unfortunately we got a bit of a Dwarf Foreman Lord problem over here, where the Dwarf Foreman is just a bit annoying, isn't he? Yeah, I guess I'm just going to charge the Dwarf Foreman, and then I'm going to kite with these units, I guess. So yeah, we'll have to see how this goes, won't we? So I really hope that we get rid of these Dwarven. Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, there we go, Dwarven Rifle's gone, because they're quite scary, that's for sure. Dwarven, ranged is so good, so good. Don't get me wrong, the ranged of the elves, the high elves, definitely gets quite good, but unfortunately it doesn't get good enough fast enough. So they're just kind of on the back foot, I guess, the entire time. So something to keep an eye out on, I guess. So I'm just going to face some more dead, so that if the dwarfs do deal a lot of damage, it's not detrimental to the to the overall health of the skeleton spears. So that after the battle they're still 19 out of 19, so I can take money with them. And yep, there we go. And then hopefully that's a side charge on the deep cut. Then I can get 2 side charges in, and hopefully that'll absolutely destroy them. But yeah, another thing that I wanted to talk about: Sovel finally updated the the campaign, the roguelike campaign that I'm currently playing, so that you don't have to play through every single difficulty. Wow, was that really that difficult to do? Because that was awful. I cannot tell you how many times I wanted to quit playing this game because I had to literally, I was starting to play the human faction, and I literally needed to play through difficulty 0, difficulty 1, difficulty 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then even 6. 6 just to get to 7. It was just so ridiculous, and it's finally good to see that everyone's starting off at difficulty 4 now. Because that was just awful. That was genuinely awful, and I just don't want to talk about it too much because I just have nightmares about it still. So happy to see that changed. Happy to see that everything's, I guess, more or less equaled out now. So now all my, even the factions that I haven't bought yet, even those factions, they're starting off at they're starting off at difficulty 4. So challenge 4. So that's very nice. And it just saves so much time, and it wasn't really that difficult to make because that was like my number one gripe with the whole campaign, was the fact that it just took so long to grind through it. And the fact that we finally have a way out is just so nice. So hopefully these guys know they don't. Okay, but at least I can charge them in behind with the fell bats, so if they do that, they just kind of get destroyed. There we go. Nice, but this is going to hurt the skeletons nice because they no longer have the charge bonus from the lance and shield. So that's 2 power that's just gone. It's going to make cracking those deep card even more difficult. I don't have anything else left to use, so I guess this is where people might say that having the additional level up comes in handy. But to those people, I say whatever. At least I got an additional skill on my skeleton horse retinue for my lord. So I feel like that was much better overall. Just getting that additional level up rather than just a potential D3 healing. So that's very nice. There we go. 14 out of 19, which is really quite funny because we're back at 14 out of 19. Let's do this and then just a bunch of healing money all around. And I feel like I really do need to go for the top one, don't I? So let's go for the top one because I feel very confident. Okay, and we definitely do go for the cannon. The dwarf bolt thrower and the dwarf stone thrower are really nice, but I do need something that can deal with units with a lot of armor and single entities. And +1 bonus hit for range attacks. There we go. That's level up coming in again. Very nice. Saves us a bunch of time and an additional upgrade. That's very nice. There we go. So I could get money later on, can't I? So let's put this as always right in the middle so that it doesn't get immediately destroyed by an enemy charging into it. Protect the cannons at all costs, especially in the early game where you really want to get the most use out of them. So what do we want to do? Okay, that's very nice. The enemies just move up onto us, and we just get to shoot them for free. They can't really do anything. Very nice indeed. So they're going to shoot us. They always got to shoot us. Wow, that's really nice. We actually save a few of those. There we go. So and I'm going to do something like this. Very nice. Unfortunately, the Unholy Vigor doesn't work on the fell bats. So, as always, I'm just going to heal up my skeleton spheres. And I guess hope to charge them into melee or something like that. We'll have to see. And then these guys, this is really close. But I think that this is good enough. Even though they could kind of charge us, they shouldn't really be able to. There we go. And then, okay. Right. Ooh, wow. That's really awkward, isn't it? I feel like that should be fine. I mean, we'll have to see what we... worst case scenario, I guess I'll charge the captain in. I'll charge the captain with my... with that unit of, skeleton knights, I guess. I'll charge the captain with that instead. So, let's talk about something else that I have to talk about as well. Let's see what I got written down on here. And I got an iPhone 16, and it got AI now as well. But... the funny thing is, you're most likely not going to see the AI for quite a while. It's AI, but you can't use it until quite a bit later, to be fair. Okay, I forgot to charge in the felt bats. Okay, that's going to hurt, isn't it? Okay, right. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's totally my bad. That's totally my bad, isn't it? Yeah. Give these guys some movement range. Really? Unholy Vigor? There we go. Yeah, it's just a bit awkward how I've been, trying to get Unholy Vigor on myself. But yeah, here we are. There we go. I don't know. Will that be in charge range or will it not? I don't know. we'll definitely have to wait and see. Maybe the once the unholy vigor wears off, we won't be in charge range. We'll definitely have to see about that. These guys, they're quite buff up now because they got the lances, and oh wow, that's not good because they lost the lances now because it only works for the first turn of the charge, and these guys are still attacking us. Okay, it's also not good. So yeah, so iPhone 16 and the Pro version, I guess, they all have AI or supposed to have AI. And yeah, it's just going to take you a while to get it. And so, yeah, I don't know. Will it? I think they're going to have rudimentary AI features on launch, but I don't think it's going to be anything like what they advertised, because what they advertised is going to take slightly longer for them to get. So yeah, just something to keep an eye on, because it's just something that everyone does these days. In a business, they just advertise things that are going to come in the future. Rather than advertising what they have right now, because there's I don't know. I personally don't see any point in buying something like which might come or might not come in the future. If I want to buy something, I want to have that right now. That's why I don't get about pre-ordering unless you're getting like some sort of like physical good for doing so. So unless I'm getting like a statuette or something, something that is not going to be sold everywhere. Otherwise, it's just kind of FOMO, isn't it? Or I guess you're just kind of becoming the beta tester for the company, where they're just selling you stuff that's not ready and expecting you to just kind of pay for it, and then you're also supposed to help them fix it as well afterwards. It's kind of annoying. So let's hope that this bat deals enough damage. Well, 2 attacks going off, and yeah, the bat is an absolute beast. It just routs off these it routs off those guys as well. So that's very nice. And then I'm going to charge the, obviously the halberds in the back. So yeah, but yeah, Apple's doing AI, Google's been doing AI as well. A lot of the feature stuff like just circling an image or a picture that you have on your phone, and just asking Android what is this, and it'll just kind of answer the question for you. It'll show you a picture of where it got the image from and stuff like that. So stuff like that has been going on for quite a while now. It's just kind of common at this point to see that sort of AI. Now there's a bunch of apps on even the Apple Store and the Android Store that already do that for you, where you just kind of there's a lot of like, I guess, math apps that do that for you. So yeah, and they just basically kind of answer math questions for you, and so stuff like that. That's already very common. So having that integrated into the phones, I guess, is the next step. Especially considering how much money has been put into AI. I guess I guess the companies want their returns, because a lot of investors have been questioning AI recently. That gives me additional 3 attacks just by adding another model, so that's very nice. And then that reduced crumble rolls, I guess that's very nice. Yeah, I'll take that. So that it reduces, gives them more staying power, I guess. It reduces any bad, rolls, I guess. So that was an elite fight as well. So that was a lot easier than with the elf mage, that's for sure. And mainly because just the elf archers, they can't carry themselves until they get like elf mastery for bows, like rank 2. Until they get that, they just elf bows are just so weak, and it's just not worth it in my opinion. I'm gonna get more money because Shadowbolt is not that great, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna get reduced crumble rolls. Yeah, showing up very nice as well. And what else am I gonna get? I'm gonna get unit size replenishment. I guess unit size is really nice, especially on undead spears, and then I could just up there this way increase their rows that I could get more units in to attack the enemies. So that's the plan. Okay, so I'm poor. I'm still poor. Yep. Hex, that's really useful. Getting rid of any sort of units that might stick around and have a lot of armor. So yeah, gets rid of those units. So yeah, counters them quite well. +1 attack standard, very nice as well. And then yep, that's it. Although this was very affordable. If I could afford it, I would obviously afford it. But unfortunately, I don't afford it. I just don't have enough money. I'm a bit poor right now. So a bit poor in terms of my gold coins. I only have 5 gold coins left. That's so sad. So yeah, you should definitely like and subscribe. Hopefully it gives me more gold coins in the game. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh yeah, reroll 1s is really nice on this cannon, so I'm just going to take that. I'm a bit chill with this entire campaign, I guess. Right then, so I'm just thinking because I really need to spread out the skeleton unit over here. So apart from spreading that unit out, what else do I need to do? I guess I could talk about some other stuff as well. So yeah, there go re-rolling ones. That's really nice because I got rid of 2 skeletons over there. It's the same size as my own unit, although I'm pretty sure they get more attacks because yeah, second row of attack for multi-wound units was nerfed quite heavily. So you know, it's a bit of a shame, but it did. Yeah, it was something that really needed to be done. So we'll see how this goes, won't we? I'm going to pass some turns as well. Might as well. So let's talk about some other AI stuff, I guess. And I want to talk about AI water bottles. So yeah, I don't know if you heard about this, but there was in fact a company that was trying to sell people AI water bottles. As you can imagine, that sounds absolutely hilarious, and it was kind of funny. Because the entire premise of the water bottles was basically the fact that, you know, it'll tell you when you took a sip and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess people don't. Yeah, people can't even keep track of when they had, you know, last had a drink nowadays. That's how bad it has gotten. Society has absolutely rotted away their brains, you know, sitting on computers all day, stuff like that. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Please press F to pay respects to society. But you know, joking aside, it's kind of a funny thing that people put AI into it, practically anything and everything nowadays. So yeah, it's just so unnecessary as well. A water bottle with AI, it's like getting all the problems of electronics where it's difficult to repair if it gets wet, and you know, a bunch of other stuff like that, and it's just combining it with AI as well, which, you know, is still kind of in its infancy. It definitely has. It's not that bad, but it definitely has a few issues that need to be fleshed out. So yeah, like glitches and stuff like that, and having internet connections and updates and stuff like that. So yeah, biggest downside of AI is the fact that it can't function without internet connection. It always needs updates, always needs something to be done. Yeah, it's just, why would I want AI if I always need an internet connection? Why can't I just use Google at that point? Yeah, that's a big downside of AI for me, in my personal opinion. It's that, you know, just you could search it yourself, so it's kind of almost a privilege to use AI, I guess. I should have probably popped my, you know, additional attacks, shouldn't I have? And yep, there goes the additional 3 Ticky Crumble. So not bad, but not great either. That'd be nice if I could do slightly more. And then these bats, they don't do that great. Okay, well, that's not great. So yeah, that's not great. That's not great. That's for sure. I was really hoping these fell bats get rid of the, you know, get rid of all these wolves, but they didn't. So yeah, that's not good. And and now I really don't want to activate that, do I? No, I don't. So, what do I want to do? I guess I could attack this guy again. That's 4 attacks coming in on him. That's very nice. So getting attacks into his second row. That's as always very nice. Yeah, I'm done with that. I don't want to use any special abilities or whatsoever. Don't want to use that. So I really want to use Vigor on this guy because yeah, I really want to. Yeah, I want him to move back slightly, and then I want him to move forward slightly, and then I want him to attack this guy in the side, preferably without being charged himself. That should be nice, shouldn't it? Except there we go. That's very nice. We got rid of him, and the undead are attacking us, but luckily for us, the undead aren't that strong whatsoever. So hopefully, yeah, we should deal with them within time. And then these undead again, not doing too well. And I really hope we get rid of this direwolf, and yep, there we go. Very nice. So yeah, that's where direwolves really come in handy. The fact that, you know, they're not too terrible, but you know, if you yourself are taking the direwolves, they're just too squishy for this sort of campaign. If you're playing on multiplayer, then yeah, by all means, direwolves totally pay for themselves. They're actually quite good in multiplayer because of how cheap they are and how disposable they are and how annoying they are. The fell bats are also quite nice, but they just they feel a lot more squishy. And yeah, they just don't have the unit size because you get like 3 fell bats for the same price that you get like 5, you know, direwolves. So obviously there is a difference. So yep, I'm just gonna hex this guy over here. Yep, hex him, and hope that the skeleton spears get some good rolls. That's for sure. Otherwise, yeah, we're gonna be stuck. Might actually lose that fight because, you know, of the enemy Weight Lord, because he's definitely no joke. He's very, very scary. So yeah, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to talk about medicinal breakthroughs. So yeah, breakthroughs within the medicine. So yeah, -1 because of the ability on the unit. That's very nice. So yeah, for them, I guess. So they rolled a 3 and that was -1 to crumble. Very, very nice. Gonna attack these guys in the back to prevent them from attacking my skeleton spears in the back. Maybe give the skeleton spears some more time to attack the White Lord. I don't think I have any more hexes. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I do not have any more hexes. Right then, heal these guys up slightly and then just wait some turns, I guess. But yeah, we're really doing quite well over here. Slowly picking apart the enemies. Our most expensive units, the skeleton knights, are still fine, and they haven't been charged in the rear by these zombies because the Felbats have been keeping them in check. So that's very nice indeed. And unfortunately, the White Lord is still there. Okay, it's going to take us a while, I'm assuming, to actually deal with the enemies. Okay, and they fully turned around to attack us. Luckily, these are just skeleton warriors, so they're only attacking us with 10 rather than 15, which is what would have happened if they were, anything else, I guess. So that's very nice as well. I'm going to try to charge the enemy lord in the back. We'll see how well that works out. Unfortunately, you can't attack, and yeah, can't attack it while they're in melee, so that's a downside, I guess. Okay, right then, yeah, get my movement back and then do something like this. We'll see how well this goes. I don't really know how well it'll go, but I hope that it goes well because, yeah, it really needs to go well for me. Yeah, wow, these bats are doing really well against the zombies. I'm really proud of them because, yeah, they're not the strongest unit out there, so the fact that they're still doing quite well is definitely surprising, that's for sure. I'm going to charge the White Lord and hope for the best as well. And then, yeah, these bats are also doing quite well. So yeah, the bats are really paying off for themselves, simply because they're so maneuverable, and I've upgraded them quite a bit that, they've got additional attacks, so they can kind of stand their own. Still would have preferred for them not to take frontal attacks. But yeah, this isn't bad either. So, do something like this, attack these guys in the back. So yep, heal these guys back up, because that White Lord has definitely been doing a number on us, slowly just whittling us down, and I really hope that I can eventually win, sometime soon preferably. Yep, there we go. I really hope that I deal enough damage there. There he goes, he's gone. Very, very nice. And then, yep, I'm surprised they're out of outing yet. I mean, they got like a really destroyed unit of zombies left, and yep, okay, there we go. Right then, so yeah, that's the end of this. So the reason why I wanted to talk about medicinal breakthroughs was because scientists have recently made like a dye that basically allows them to see through rat skin. So they've been experimenting with a bunch of dyes, and basically it reflects light in a certain way that basically allows you to see through the skin of a rat. The way to apply it is to basically shave the rat and then apply it directly onto their skin, and it basically lets you see through their skin, and you see the internal organs. So if you ever know what a glass frog looks like, it's something like that, where you can like see through their belly, and it's really interesting how that could potentially work on humans. Now, obviously there are problems with applying it to humans. As the scientist said, the biggest problem is, of course, the fact that human skin is a lot more thicker. Yeah, so definitely in the development phases. But yeah, it's very nice. +1 movement, stronger summons. It's also really nice. Although getting healing or getting looting is nice. I guess I'll go for movement. Yeah, there we go. That's very nice. So get that done, get more healing done. So we're prepared for the next act, I guess. Yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.